Hey there guys, we'll be doing something a little bit different tonight, and we will be looking at a 1-month-old comparison of Spindletap's Houston Haze and Treehouse's Haze. So this isn't a kind of a direct comparison because there's a little bit differences in these beers, with Houston Haze being an IPA, a single IPA, and Haze is a double IPA, and of course different hops. I'm not sure which all hops are in Haze, but Citra and Galaxy are what's in Houston Haze. I think that maybe green may be a little bit closer comparison, being a little bit lower in ABV and having Galaxy hops. But the main thing here I wanted to do is that these are both canned on March 14th. So kind of want to see how Haze has progressed after a month and Houston Haze after a month. So sort of a side-by-side, but also sort of different at the same time. So anyway, let's see how they're doing. So pour out Haze first. Now, of course, Haze I've reviewed before. If you want to see a full review, check out that. This is 8.2% double IPA from Treehouse out of Monson. Going to set this over here. And Spindletap, of course, is, I think it's 6. It's 6 something. Can't remember. I've also done a full review, of course, of this too. So this is more of a this kind of a see how this is, I guess, evolved over the course of a month. So I'm gonna set these off to the side here for now. So this is the Houston Haze right here. Of course, pours out, still pretty hazy. It's got that kind of nice, fluffy white head. They look pretty identical, to be honest. I think that Haze is just a bit more hazy. It's a bit more turbid. It's kind of hard to tell in the video, but here there's just a little bit more clarity towards the edges of the glass for Houston Haze. And Haze is just a bit more murky, but otherwise, they look nearly identical. So let's get the aroma on Houston Haze. So I'm still getting a lot of that that kind of dull pineapple, orange, banana juice kind of aroma going. Like big pineapple, banana, and a nice still big citrus kick to it. I'm getting that grassiness, maybe just a hint of like a, I don't want to say like a candied, just regular candied citrus, but it's got a hint of that like candied kind of tangerine. Bit of bubblegum as well. Honestly, it smells very, very similar, in my opinion, to how it was fresh. I don't really see any kind of difference on the aroma so far. Let's check out Haze. Okay, so off the bat, the tropical fruit aroma feels less of like a concentrate juice as far as this goes, and more of like fresh cut fruit. It's got a bit more of a kind of a dankness to it. It just smells very, very clean, very bright. It's very juicy as well. It just has more of this fresh fruit kind of aroma going, as opposed to this is more of a kind of a like a dull concentrate type juice. Definitely more pineapple here. This is a bit grassier for Haze. Maybe not as much as that kind of intense like candy tropical juice on the aroma, you know. Just smells a bit grassier, a bit greener. So check out the flavor. Cheers. This is Houston Haze. I think the flavor is actually still very, very similar to it being fresh. Big difference here is that, as I mentioned in the fresh review, that it was pretty green on the back end, had some of that chalky astringency. It's all gone now. It's just big pineapple, orange, banana type flavors, just like the aroma. Really getting pretty much no lingering bitterness at all on this. Finish is nice and dry. Mouthfeel still reminds me a bit more Trillium, has that kind of sort of bright, spritzy like carbonation up front, and decent sized body to it, but not that super full, creamy, soft carbonation. So I mean, it's still the same mouthfeel, and I'm getting just a bit more of this kind of candy tangerine type quality out of it, or maybe more of a mandarin. It's a bit sweeter. There's really no, tangerine's a bit more acidity typically, but mandarin, it's more of, I guess, a candy mandarin. So I think a bit more of this kind of like slight candied citrus type flavor, but really it's very, very much the same, in my opinion, as it was fresh. I've actually, this is mellowed out really nicely. Yeah, awesome. So just check out Haze. Cheers. Okay, so very much aroma as well. Big difference, of course, here is the mouthfeel. Just softer carbonation, much fuller body. I know it's a bit heavier ABV, but of course Treehouse just typically has that super heavy mouthfeel to it. Getting more of a that kind of, it's like fresh, underripe type tropical fruit. Getting more of like a guava, maybe like an unripe passion fruit, but without that acidity. Not really much pineapple, maybe a hint of like an unripe mango too. It's more of an unripe tropical fruit medley, and this is more of kind of a like really ripe, like overripe almost. Definitely greener, grassier, a bit more resinous. I'm actually getting a bit more bitterness too on the haze. And it finishes nice and dry. Really no sweetness to the beer, hardly at all. Yeah, definitely more of a dank like quality to it. Houston Haze is just straight like pineapple, banana, orange juice, really. Compared to this, I mean, on its own, of course, if you smell like the actual like dull juice or whatever, it's not going to be quite there. But compared to Haze, this is way more tropical, like kind of a sweet tropical like flavor and aroma to it. And Haze is definitely a bit greener. So, I mean, really a month out, Haze hasn't changed at all, in my opinion. And Houston Haze has, honestly, at this can here has gotten, I think this is the best that I've had so far from it. I had a few cans going towards that month out that were good, but I feel like this, I don't know. I mean, it might just be in my head or just comparing it to Haze or whatever, but this is just like really, really nice. Just tropical fruit, sweet tropical fruit medley, and no astringency at all. I don't know. So if I wanted to compare them to each other, Haze has the fuller body, but I'm honestly kind of digging the flavors on Houston Haze just a little bit more right now. I mean, they're both amazing in their own right, but as far as like sweeter tropical fruit, Houston Haze definitely has more of that, and Haze is a lot greener. I'm going to keep my original ratings as I had them. I think, actually, you know what? I don't know. I might go up a bit more on Houston Haze. No, I think I gave it a 4.75. Okay. I'm going to keep my original ratings on them. Where Haze wins in the mouthfeel. I think that Houston Haze actually is more towards that flavor that I kind of want. A bit more of that sweeter, intense tropical fruit. So, but interesting to compare the two and see how they've progressed. So, Houston Haze, I think, is at a really sweet spot right now. If you've got cans left, I'd say drink them up or see what happens even at 2 months. But it's definitely mellowed out. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this little month-old New England style IPA episode. So, as always, cheers, and I'll catch you guys later.